Hola, ¿cómo va tú? Très bien, merci. Oh, bonjour. Oh, enough of that. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How are y'all doing tonight? Today, I'm early. Little old timers there. Hope everybody's doing great today. And put an invite in case somebody wants to talk. Love to talk to people. So please come and join. For some reason it seems to be lagging today. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing good. Better than Tuesday. I was kind of out of a Tuesday. I want to apologize for that. Wasn't quite myself. Blood pressure was high, and whoa, yeah. Anyway, all of you pray for me. Help me get on a healing path here. Keep my blood pressure regulated and what have you. Been quite busy, which doesn't help, but it does help. Hard to explain. Yep. So if you're in here, come and join me. Come talk to me. Let's talk about it. You know, I've been seeing here a lot lately. I haven't seen any freedom fighters hardly at all. I can count them on my hand. The freedom fighters has been online. What are we doing? Do we care? Uh, I, I begin to wonder. Do we even care? Do we care that the government's coming down on us? Do we care that we're losing our freedoms one at a time, little by little? But here lately, it's been a lot by a lot. But we need to stop it. Each and every one of us need to get out there with a flag on the side of the road, go to our busiest street, whatever. You can do it in front of your house if you have a busy street. Wave that flag. Holler for freedom. We've got to bring it on, folks. I'm telling you, we need more live streamers out there. We need to fill 24/7, nothing but freedom. And I mean it. We need to band together, get online, help each other, and holler for freedom 24/7 online, on our streets, in our churches, everywhere, especially our churches. Of all places, that would be the best place. But our churches have slumped so low and they've gone so far to the left that we can't do anything in most of the churches because they're afraid they'll lose their dime from the government. Well, folks, they're not in it for the government. They're in it for God, for the Lord. Even if you don't believe in God and the Lord, they're supposed to do it for morals or what have you. It doesn't matter. We need to straighten up, turn around, and turn this country around. Somehow, some way, and who knows what it's going to take. But we got to start here by ourselves, and get out there and shout it from the highest rooftops. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Just like the movie. And we have to mean it. We have to do it. If we don't, we are doomed. We're doomed to a life of socialism where the government will tell us what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and how high they want us to pile the garbage on the side. I try not to use profanities. I don't believe in profanities. Even though the Bible talks about, you should not curse, and a curse is something that hurts somebody. It's a saying to hurt somebody is a curse, not cussing. It doesn't say cussing, it says cursing, and that's bringing harm upon somebody else by speech or deeds or what have you. That's cursing. But it's not good for a Christian person to cuss because it doesn't sound good and it doesn't look good on them. But as you know, we all slip and we all let it rip. And in these type situations, we're going to let it rip. No ifs, ands, or buts. And then pray the Lord forgiveness. And that's what we have to do every day is pray to the Lord to help us with this. He's not going to do it for us. That's why he put us here, to replenish the earth and prepare the earth. And we're not preparing. We're just sitting here letting it waste away. We're not doing a doggone thing. Sitting waiting for somebody else to do it. You cannot sit and wait for somebody else to do it. They're trying to push electric vehicles on us. And they're more costly than fossil fuels. When I lived in Ohio when I was a teenager, they hit oil in Ohio, in northeastern Ohio. There were so many wells they had to put a law out that only one well could occupy 10 acres. They said they could drill for 200 years and pump it out as quick as they could, 24/7, and they wouldn't even put a dent in it in 200 years. So what's going on with it now? Well, if you go up to Canton, East Canton, Carrollton, in that area of Ohio, you'll see they're all capped off. Not pumping, no more drilling, it's just sitting there, wasting. Why? So our government can play with our money and play chess with it. It should be pumping day and night, especially with prices the way they're going now. We don't even need a pipeline. But with the pipeline, they cut our supply down and made our prices go up. Why? They want to bring these electric vehicles on to bring more tax to the batteries and have you. Experts say it'll take over 500 years to get enough power in these batteries to get what the government wants in electric vehicles and what have you. We can't wait that long. We need our fossil fuels. We need everything right now. This is what we're protesting against. All the taxes they put on us, they put taxes on everything. Hunting, fishing, cars, got to have insurance, got to have this, got to have that. Tax, tax, tax. Why? So they can have power. So they can have power. That's all it is. We got to wake up. We got to stop it. They don't need all that power. The power should go to the states. The states should make the law governing us. That's why it was planned by our founders, that the states regulate and pass the laws. The government is just supposed to be like the police, serve and protect. But no, they've got their hand in everything now, and they're trying to run everything, even the states. Folks, we got to change it. We got to change it. We got to get out and vote. We got to get the right people in there. We have to run ourselves. Frankly, I'm too old. I can't run. I could, but yeah, it'd be mighty tough. But we had to bring people in there that'll do the job and not bend over to the other factors telling them what to do. You need to get rid of the ones that are hurting the government, hurting our laws, hurting us. We got to get rid of them. Pure, plain and simple. You hear all the time about like what's in Arizona, but nothing's being done. Nothing at all. Well, folks, that comes up to us. We have to do the work. We have to get out there and stand strong. And like I said, we need live streamers on 24/7 talking about freedom, talking about how we can get freedom, not squabble amongst each other, but come out and actually talk and do what's necessary to get our freedoms back. I remember when we were quite free, but even back then when I was young, we were losing our freedoms. Hey, did you see on the news this week about the goat head in the White House that they were blaming on old Brandon? Well, it turns out it was put in there by Harry Truman, who was a Freemason and proudly a Freemason and wore the robes of the Freemason in the White House. So that's where that goat come from, the demon goat. And the story behind it is, in Israel, the Israelites would all take their hand on, put it on two goats and confess their sins on the heads of these goats, and then put them in the wilderness to wander the rest of their lives without care or anything. Well, the Freemasons took it as their, took it as their brand to worship that demon. That's where it all comes from. Folks, that's what we're up against. Little things here and there that most people don't see. They're not aware of it. They don't know what's going on because they don't watch the news, which is probably good because they're not getting the right story anyway. We had to let the news be known, and we had to tell the news the way it is and how it is. We have to get our video proof and put it out there to let people know what is going on. If you want to talk about it, come on in. I have the link up there. Just click on it. Pretty self-explanatory. Come right on in. Say what you want to say. I'm sure a lot of you have something to say. If you don't have a page, come on. If you don't have a live stream, come on in. You can use mine. I'll let your voice be heard. And I don't have to agree with you. That's the sweetness of this country. We don't have to agree with each other. We don't have to stand lockstep together. But we do need a majority to speak out about the freedoms that we're losing. We do need a major majority. Millions. We need millions out there, not just two or three that you see now. Not just two or three groups. We need hundreds of thousands of groups. And we need to help all these groups. Not downplay them, not put them down, but get out there and help them. We have to help every freedom fighter there is, because we're going to have differences. But keep your differences to yourself and do the job for our country, because that's number one. The country is our job. I'm just wondering, my hands are backwards. If anybody knows how to swap this camera, let me know. You can instant message me or something. I've tried everything, and I keep coming up with a backwards camera. My right hand's where my left is supposed to be. And I don't like that. Must be my, what you call it, ADHD? I don't know. But it bugs me to see me backwards. I mean, I see it on my screen on my laptop here as right. But when I look down on my phone, it's backwards. And I mirrored it and everything else. It don't work. Excuse me. Sorry. My lunch. Well, folks, I'm thinking about, we don't have to make this all about politics. We can make it fun, interesting. If y'all want to do karaoke, bring your own music on, come on. Let me know. We can get on there and we go, a wimba whip, a wimba whip, a wimba whip, a wimba whip, a wimba whip. Lion sleeps tonight. Everybody can do it. You don't have to be in key. Do it for the fun. you want to do it, let me know. Let me know in the comments or let me know by email or message. It's in my about section on all my pages. I'm on Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, you name it, Getter, Truth Social, Telegram. You can find me on all of them. Carrie's Musings. I don't go to every page every day. Don't keep them updated every day, but I try to keep my lives updated. But right now, it's most important because for some reason people don't visit the pages as much. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether they're not being shown or what the deal is. But folks, if you know somebody that's in live streaming, you can check out my page and see who I have down there under my community. If you don't see them, drop me a note. I'll put them on there. If you have a page that I don't have listed there, put it in the comments. We'll try to get her out there. Folks, we need to band together and help each other out. We have to help each other out. I can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. Nobody can do it alone. We have to band together, become a force to be reckoned with. It's so sad to watch how things are going, how people are downgrading other people, and they're making money downgrading other people. It's sad. We should not be downgrading anybody. We should be helping each other up, lift each other up, and help what's wrong, help turn it right. We're in a sad situation the way things are going, and you always hear what's wrong is right and what right is wrong. Well, they're trying to confuse us with misinformation. They're trying to say that we're not telling the truth or we're telling partial truths. Well, there's a lot of partial truths going on there on both sides. A lot of misinformation on both sides. That's political wise. But we as a people need to stand together as one and use common sense. Use common sense, keyword, and get rid of all this misinformation and half truths. We need to always tell the truth. Always tell what we know and don't spread what we don't know. If you're talking about things you don't know happen, then don't tell it. Keep it to yourself. There's enough lies going around. We don't need more. We don't need you telling something on somebody when it's not true. Even if it is true, try to keep it to yourself. Because what if it was you? What if they were saying it about you? How would you feel? What would you do? You're constantly hounded and told that you're wrong, that you're going to go under, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Folks, we can't do that. We need to hold each other up. And I am so serious. We need to hold each other up and hold ourselves to a standard. We need to keep that standard and go out and fight this battle. And yes, it's a battle, not a bloody war, but it's a battle to try to get our representatives to work with us. And that's a big key. Get on the phone. Whatever you can do, get on the phone. Talk to your representatives. Tell them what you want. Let them know what you want. Keep on our elected officials to do their job and not sit there and get a paycheck and graft from lobbyists and what have you. That's not what they're in there for. They're in there to help us, we the people. That's what it's all about. We the people, not them as a representative. And we need to make sure that they know that that's what it is, and hold a thumb on them to make sure they do what they're supposed to do. Keep them accountable. And we have to do it loud, and we have to do it strong. Make them accountable. If not, status quo. Don't come to me later and say, well, why didn't you tell us that? Because I am telling you that. If you don't listen, that's your prerogative. The old man's crazy. He's nuts. He don't know what he's talking about. Mark my words, you will see. I've been here 73 years. I've seen a lot happen. I've seen a lot. I haven't seen it all. Can't even claim to that. But I know in my heart that number one, prophecies in the Bible are coming true. And we had to go hand in hand with the Bible. The Bible's number one, the Constitution is number two. And they both go hand in hand in governing our country. They were written, the Constitution was written to enhance on the biblical word. So why aren't we using it? Whether you agree with it or not. You might not agree with Confucius all the way, but we had the Confucius sayings. A lot of people live by them. The same thing. Basically, all the sayings by scholars in that field all say the same thing. All say the same thing. Without morality, without morals, we're doomed. That's why we have freedom of religion. So we can believe whatever religion we want. We're not stuck to one religion. And it all goes tied up in a ball together. It all goes side by side. So folks, let's get out there. Let's let ourselves be known. Let's build a force that they cannot reckon with. Well, they had to yell, "You uncle." Let's make them say, "You uncle." Let them know that we're not going to take it anymore. I know I'm not. I've dedicated myself to this, and I'm going to do it no matter what it takes. No matter what shape I'm in, I'm going to do it. I'm going to let my voice be known, let my voice be heard for all that will hear it. I might be boring, but I guarantee you, I know what I'm talking about. Let's get busy, folks. Let's get out. Let's rumble. Let's rumble. Get it together. Help the groups out. You don't have to join them. You don't have to join. Just help. In whatever way you can. Behind the keyboard, out on the street, talking to your neighbors, going to the grocery store, talking to people, handing out constitutions. You name it. Do it. Let's do it. Please. Let's straighten this country up. Been a long time coming, and we've got to do it. I'm going to cut it short now. Make it short and sweet and to the point. That way I won't bore too many people. But come on, folks. Join me. Start a live stream. Start talking. Do whatever you can from your home. Whatever it takes. Let's do it. Until next time, y'all have a great and blessed day. I love each and every one of you. And I'll see you next time. Let me know what you want to hear. And if you want to do something on here, we can do other things, different days, what have you. But let me know. Let me know in the comments or an instant message, whatever. I've got my email up there in the About section. And my donations, if you care to donate. I'm not asking. I just have it there. Haven't made any money yet. Probably never will. But if you can help, please help. Until next time, I love you guys. You have a good afternoon, great evening. Bye now.